Hello and welcome to another trip report. Normally I open my videos at the station where I'm departing from, but somehow I forgot this time, so I'll do it in the train. This will be a video on the TGV inOui from Hendaye in the south of France via Bordeaux to Paris. It's a double-deck inOui TGV train. I already did a trip report in a double-deck TGV inOui train, but it was a different kind of train and also on another route. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll start this video with a quick comparison on the environmental impact on this route. The left part will show the environmental impact on the entire route that I'm taking, what is from Faro in Portugal to The Hague in the Netherlands, and the right side is about this specific part of the route where this trip report is about. Well, trains won't clean the air. But when you compare it with traveling by car and especially by plane, the train is a way more environmental friendly way of transportation. This is the station of Hendaye, Gare de Hendaye. Well, this is the last station in France and it's actually just across the border with Spain. You can actually see the border from the station. The station is not big. Some TGV trains do stop here and some Spanish trains will go here as well. The town of Hendaye looks pretty nice and cute, and the station itself, well, it's not big. You'll find a shop, a waiting area, a ticket desk and some vending machines for tickets. Although, when you're traveling on a long distance train in France, I strongly recommend you to buy tickets in advance. This can be a lot cheaper and last minute trains can even be fully booked. Information in this station is all in French, Spanish and English. Well, there is a map to show and much to direct to, but well, it is there. Information about trains that are departing and arriving from here will be displayed on these old school screens. The station of Hendaye is a border railway station where all trains do have to stop as they are coming from or going to Spain. There is one Iberian gauge track where trains to Spain are stopping or departing from. Some Spanish intercity trains will go here, so they will go into France as their last stop, but they will start their service in Irun. The only train that will start its service here is the Tren Hotel, the Sud Express, the sleeper train that will go to Lisbon from here. I also arrived by this train. As we take a closer look on the map, you can see the railway station of Hendaye is really close to the border. The mainline railway station of Irun can be found here. As you can see on the map, there are smaller other railway stations as well. Well, on the left bridge you see two tracks. These are the Spanish and the French mainline tracks. On the right part, so here, you can see another railway bridge, and this is a narrow gauge track. This narrow gauge track is for the Escotren. I do have a trip report on the Escotren as well. At the time the railway system has been built, the tracks in Spain were built wider. This was to prevent that the French army could interfere into Spain with trains. And this is no joke. Thanks to the toggle technique, this isn't a big problem anymore. There are trains that can go both on Iberian gauge tracks and standard gauge tracks. Well, I won't bother you with this too much in this video. And when you want to see how this toggle technique works, well, just check my video on the sleeper train from Berlin to Moscow. Time to go to my train. Today I'll be traveling on a TGV inOui Duplex train. Well, this is a double-deck train and it's been operated by the French railway company SNCF. I do have to say, I think this train would look much better from the outside when they would clean it a little bit. But thank goodness the windows were kept pretty clean, so I was able to have some nice views from the train. The top speed of this train during regular operation is 320 km per hour. Carriage numbers, routes and train numbers are clearly marked on the side of the train on digital displays. Also the different comfort classes will be displayed here, one for first class and two for second class. When you enter the train, it has been clearly marked where you can find what seat numbers as well. The second class comes in a 2x2 configuration, so 2 seats on both sides of the aisle. Seat numbers can be found at the side of each chair. An icon indicates if it's a window or an aisle seat. Most chairs in second class come in a composition like this. There's a big fold-out table and there's something like a belt, which can use as a magazine rack, I guess. Each seat does have their own USB power plug, and per 2 chairs you will find one power outlet. All chairs do have a reading light and all seats can be reclined. Between the chairs you'll find the armrest, and also the armrests on the side of the chairs can be put up. I do have to say, it would have been nice when there would be a footrest here. Well, that's the only thing actually. Some chairs in second class do have a table in the middle and are facing each other, ideal for when you're traveling with a family. Well, you can fold out these tables as well, so they can get a lot bigger. You'll find power plugs here as well. Throughout the train, both first and second class, but also in the dining car, you will find lots of screens with information. Throughout the journey, all kinds of different information will be displayed here. For example, the speeds, the next railway station, some tips in general, where the train is at this very moment, etc. When you want to walk through the train, you have to do this at the upper decks. The lower decks do have a dead end, as you may see here. Between the first and the second class you will find the dining car. Well, this is a little bit different than most TGV trains. There are some tables where you can sit as well. And I do have to say, I really appreciate this. The food selection is more or less the same like most TGV inOui trains that will stay within France. One of the best things here, you can order food online in an app, so you can just pick up your order. This might be very handy since it can be really busy down here. They also sell metro tickets for the metros in Paris, since most people who change trains in Paris do have to change station as well. The first class comes in a 1x2 configuration, and one funny thing is that most seats are put into driving position here. Despite the fact that first class won't give you extra service, I do have to say I really like these first class seats. Well, there is a footrest, something I missed in the second class, and there's a small table you can fold out as well, with a power plug and again a USB charger. And of course you have a big table as well. Something I really like is the light that will go on automatically. You can adjust the volume of the light as well here. And of course you have a cup holder. Something I haven't seen on any other train is the small mirror for doing your makeup. Apart from the USB charger and the power plug in the chair in front of you, you'll find some more on the side. Just like in second class, all chairs do have a reading light, and these chairs can be reclined electric. Well, this is something you'll find more often in first class on TGV trains. Because these are double-deck trains, you won't find the overwhelming space for your luggage in the overhead racks, but you'll find some overhead racks in both first and second class and both upper and lower decks. Apart from that, you will find lots of space for your luggage between the compartments and at the end of each compartment. In the middle of some compartments there is some space for your luggage as well, and I do have to say, this is quite a lot of space you find here. As you maybe noticed, there are no garbage cans near the seats. Instead of that, you'll find the garbage cans at the end of each compartment and between the compartments. I do have to say, I really like these trains. Free Wi-Fi is available all over the train. Well, this won't just give you access to internet, there's also an online entertainment system and you can see route information, for example where the train is at this moment and the speed of the train. One little last thing, all windows do have a sunscreen. On my route this train is not going that fast between Hendaye and Bordeaux, but between Bordeaux and Paris this train will hit up speeds up to 320 km per hour. I will show you some views I had from the train. As always, I hope you like this video, and when you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. When you like to see more trip reports, just subscribe to my channel. See you on my next video.